You are looking live at Rock Ice Pavilion in Dunellen, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Rockets U19 girls are getting set to take on the Lady Patriots. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo bringing you the action, and glad to do so. We had some of our wonderful U16s give you the intro there, and if you missed it, well, go back and rewind it later because you won't want to miss it. It was Bella, Alex, Jules, and Molly on the intro today, and here we are. The Rockets U19s coming off a 5-1 defeat on Saturday to the Little Flyers, and they tee it up with the Lady Patriots, for what seems like the 12th time this year. It's always a good battle. We'll see how this one goes. Rockets in the home grays with black numerals, white trim around those numerals, and gray socks with black stripes. Lady Patriots in the navy sweaters with red pants that have stripes and stars, or stars and stripes on the side, hence the Patriots. And they have blue and white socks with white trim. One goalie, Patriots to the left. On the right, it is going to be Ariellis Markland, or is it Emma Lacey? It's Emma. So Emma jumps into the net over there. Rockets with a full bench for this one. Starting it out on D, Larissa Radishevsky and Rachel Lee on the back line. The righty and the lefty typically play the right side and the left side based on their sticks. At forward, in the center circle, Kirsty Kamarkar, Francesca Hansen on the left wing, and Grace Ulrich on the right. They're in the dot. Liftoff from Rock Ice. Lady Patriots win the faceoff. They send it in. It's going to be an icing just 6 seconds into the game. So the Rockets will face it off in the offensive zone with the same group out there. Very quick icing there. That benefits the home team in this case. Referee talking to some of the parents up there. We got a good perch today with nobody in the way yet. Well, when we switch to the other side, you might see some of our wonderful 16Us cheering on their teammates. This is going to go all the way down. It's going to be on goal, and Emma elects just to cover it straight up. So we have a face-off all the way on one end, and we have a face-off all the way on the other end, and they'll switch it up, will the Rockets. Cici Nieves in the dot. She's got Hope with her and Izzy. Aaron and Lauren Fox on the back line. Rockets will move it out with impunity here. Izzy will gain the center line and send it in for Hope. Hope will pursue but won't get there first as the Patriots move it up the near side, but Cici picks it off. Now they fire it out, and there's going to be another icing really quick off the bat. Probably the same group will stay out there. Looks like the next line when it's up will be Barbara with Riz and Lily, but they will not be out there just yet. Cici at the dot. Hope will jump in on the left side now, and Izzy's in the slot. Cici wins it to Izzy, and Izzy redirects it at the net. It sort of looked like that's where the Lady Patriots wanted it to go too, but the Rockets will take that. It comes out between the points, and Lauren Fox steps in, tries to go low for Cici, but she can't handle it. They'll battle it out in the corner. Cici Nieves behind the net. Izzy Camarada there giving her help. Izzy gets it, tries to center it for Hope. She couldn't get the stick on it. She was tied up a little bit in front. Cici hustling over to get that puck in the near side. Hope keeps it in, just barely. Good job there. And Cici and Hope will jump off for a change, and Barbara and Riz will jump out as Izzy maintains the possession. Izzy looking for somebody over there, and she'll have to just keep it behind the end line. Riz flying around, gets it behind the end line, looking to circle. Can't hold on to it. It goes to the point. Erin's going to step in, chips it forward to herself, chips it sort of behind the end line. There's the completion of the change as Lily Rose Smith Patriots with her line mates. This one's going to maybe get behind the defense. Schaffner comes in, cuts to the middle, around once, around twice, backhander, and they score off the rebound. So the Lady Patriots jump out to a 1-0 lead, 1:58 into the game. That puck was held deep in the Lady Patriots zone for 2 shifts. And they break it out, and a good move by Schaffner. She gets off 1 shot. The rebound was sitting there on a 2-on-1 rush, and the backhander puts it in. So they jump out to a 1-0 lead. Not the start the Rockets were looking for here. That one sent forward, no icing, although it was touched by a Rocket and way behind the center line. I'm not sure why there would have been no icing there, unless it was touched by a Patriot. Rockets keep it out there. Landstrom with Rizzo and Rose Smith. Here comes the Lady Patriot player up the right wing. Wrist shot from a sharp angle. Emma got the blocker on it. They circle it high. Barbara trying to force it out. 3 Rockets forwards right there to try to trap it out. Rachel gets it behind the end line. Fumbles over it a little bit. And Riz is going to get it at the point, and she's going to skate it up the wing, see if she could find Lily up at center. Sends it forward, but can't get it deep as she's trying for a change. That forward line will change as it's sent off the glass. The Lady Patriots bring it in onside. Here's a shot that's blocked by Kirsty's left skate, and it goes down deep behind the end line. They'll pursue over there. Kamarkar will be the first to get to it, up to Rose Smith. She's trying to chip it out, and she does. She's at the end of her shift there, and she'll jump off in favor of Ulrich. Slapper goes wide, and the Lady Patriots will send all out trying to change. Hansen up the wing. It was sent there for her. She turned one way, it came the other. It's not going to be an icing as it was waved off. It probably should have been Hansen gets it over to Ulrich. Ulrich bumped down, but gets back up, seems to be okay. Aaron gets it, but can't hold on, and the Lady Patriots will break it out. Davis Lutzer over the right line. Wrist shot, whistles wide. It goes all the way to the far side to Ulrich. She'll chip it off the boards. That's sent in immediately offside. Let's see if they bring it all the way down and out, or if they face it off over here. They'll face it off here. So last weekend in the tournament in Oswego, where the 16Us played, and we had the benefit of being there, those offside plays were, for the most part, sent into the offending team's deep zone. This one brought in onside by Cici Nieves. She'll get it back behind the net. Diving play by Schaffner. She set up the 1 goal. It's 1-0 Lady Patriots, 12:45. Wrist shot through traffic. Hope was trying to redirect it, couldn't do it. Sent in front, and I think Cici tips it, and it's a goal! Camarada fired it from the hash marks on the outside. So she's going to take the celly first. I thought Cici might have gotten a piece of it, and they're both going to celebrate it. 1-1, 12:39 left in the first period. The Rockets strike back. We'll see who, well, we won't really know unless somebody can get hold of Jen Lee and tell us who the actual goal was credited to. But Nieves, I think, from Camarada, or it's going to be Camarada from Menichello. Some kind of combination of that. Battled for near the point. Steck tries to keep it in, can't do it. Nieves sends it for Camarada. It's going to bank off the boards in front of the bench of the Lady Patriots, and they'll pick it up and send it around and up. Rogers tips it, keeps it on side, and they will call the icing on the onside play. So there we did see it where the player tipped it in neutral ice behind the red line, but the icing was correctly called. The Rockets got the benefit of a call where they tipped it at their own blue line and it went in. It should have been an icing. Georgie out there with Riz and Barbara. Wrist shot through the point, right pad save, kicked away. It comes to the point, Rachel Lee keeps it in, tries to go low for Riz. She has a little traffic over there. They'll skate it behind the net. Georgie steps in to interfere a little bit. Wrist shot, it tipped off of somebody and redirected. It didn't find its way in. Lady Patriots will skate up. Riz there, trying to keep on top of Steck. She can't do it. She slowed her down a bit, but not quite enough. Swept away by Larissa. And we can't see now because of the fans here. So it's in the corner. And it goes back down in. Larissa's going to pick that one up, find Georgie. Riz is gone if she could find her. She gets her a step too late. Riz is going to send it in and help her line change. Rockets will change all 5 behind the play. Lady Patriots have their 5 out there. Kamakar almost picked that one off. Hansen does. Francesca breaks in. 3-on-1. She'll send it at the net. There's one save, but the rebound comes to the near side. There were 2 Rockets on the other. Fox wrist her through traffic, right pad save. And the Lady Patriots will bring it up, but not out. Kirsty picked it off, sent it down. Tootie's going to come in on the other side maybe to get it. It comes to Lauren Fox now. She pinches in from the point. Tootie sends it off the dasher. Kirsty and Grace are going to race to it. Tries to send it in front, can't get it there. It comes toward the point. Aaron tries to step it. Oh, she gets freight trained. Let's see if she's okay. Aaron stepped in to get it. The Patriots player put her hands up right into the face. And that's going to get you a penalty every time. Even if you're doing it to protect yourself, if you bring the hands up to the face and you make contact right there, they're going to call it. So the Rockets will go on their first power play of the game with 10:27 left in the first period of a 1-1 game. That penalty box, always difficult to get in. Sometimes we've seen coaches jump over and open it up from the inside, but that will not have to be the case. Rockets will send the Eves, Menichello, and Camarada up front with Lee and Radishevsky on the points. Face-off won by the Lady Patriots, and it's battled for in the corner. Hope is going to dig it out to Izzy. Izzy sends it on the half boards up to Larissa. She's going to step in, wrist shot through traffic, doesn't get all the way through. Loose in front, cleared to the crease, and now they'll fire it out. Rockets got a piece of that, otherwise it would have been icing. Icing in effect in all situations at this level. U19 AA is what you are watching. And we're glad that you are, ahead of NFL playoff action later in the day. That's what we like to so often mention. Battled for behind the end line there. Little pushing and shoving. And 3 Rockets all go to it. And it comes out in favor of the Lady Patriots. And they'll bring it over the center line. Gert will take it and smack it after she gets over the center line and then retreat. They just give up possession right there. 5 Rockets, red glaring through the neutral zone. Izzy, no hit there, she just fell. And the one Lady Patriot there to get it. She'll send it down and they'll just play 4 across right there. We'll give you a look at it as the Rockets will take all the time and space in the world. A passive defense for the Lady Patriots on the penalty kill, which has about 30 seconds remaining, and so far the penalty kill has been very effective. This time they'll fire it at net, and Emma's going to steer this one aside. Again, they retreat. There's not a Lady Patriot in the Rocket side of the ice. They stand sentry in their own end in a diamond. That one picked off, and this certainly has confused the Rockets. Riz in pursuit. Riz picks it off. Riz in front. Shot. Save. She can't put it in. 3 seconds left. That's going to kill off the rest of the power play. Lauren grabs it. So Riz was able to get behind the defense there, still on the power play. Just plucked it right off of a stick. Had the shot and the big save. There's a shot from a sharp angle that's bounced off the pad, and we're back to full and even strength. 8:12 left, first period, 1-1. Lady Patriots broke out on top, 1:58 into the game, and the Rockets tied it on either a goal by Izzy or Cece. Izzy took the shot. I thought Cece redirected it, but it's hard to get the official word on that from where we are. Jen Lee, our official scorer, with George Tillinghast running the clock today. Whistle and a stoppage of play on the offside. Davis Lutzer in the circle with Kirsty Kamarkar. Kamarkar wins that one. Goes back to her D. It comes toward the point. Davis Lutzer can't keep it in. Hansen's going to keep it forward. Ulrich there. That's going to be an offside if the Rockets bring it in, just out of view. Ulrich drops it for, she was looking for Kirsty, but it was just out of her reach, and the Lady Patriots will bring it in. Larissa takes it, tries to bank it off the boards with Schaffner will pick it up, 76. She had an assist on the first goal of the game. That one comes and trickles out of the zone. Steck will retreat into her own zone, pursued by Ulrich, who's going to pick it off. The oftentimes goaltender, 84, playing forward for this one. Whistle and a stoppage of play as that puck tricked off of a stick and hit one of the gloves of a player on the Rockets bench, so they'll face it off right outside the Rockets bench. 7:04. Oh, they're going to face it off in the defensive zone for the Rockets, so I guess the Rockets sent it out. Still curious as to why they would do that in any situation. The puck was not in that zone. Comes out in front. Rockets collapse the house, and here's a slapper from the point that can't get through. Goes behind the net now, and they'll reverse it. Aaron's going to step in, gets the body there, can't get the stick yet. One-on-one battle, they'll bring it out of the corner. Cece lifts the stick. Slapper from the point, doesn't get all the way through. Chipped up to the boards. Izzy cannot hold on to it. Eventually she gets it and chips it out. Hope is going to pursue. It comes all the way to the near side. Rogers, 98, fires it in. Cross crease and toward the other side. And Izzy pushes in there. She's going to go for a check. Camarada is going to get the checking penalty right there. And it'll be the first power play of the game for the Lady Patriots, as Izzy made contact and closed the gap by doing that. So they'll face it off to the stick side of Emma. It'll be Landstrom up front with Riz. Sent at the net and sticked aside. Interrupted by Rachel. Rachel and Larissa on D. Sent through the top of the crease. They still maintain possession. Larissa's going to get it. She's got Riz up the middle if she could find her. They're going to break in 2-on-3. Radishevsky will dump it. Riz will pursue. It goes behind the end line. In reverse now as the Lady Patriots are there. They send the home run pass. It's going to be an icing. Although Emma just touches it and covers it. I don't know. I wasn't looking at the ref. I was looking at neither ref, so I couldn't tell if there was going to be an icing on that play, but I guess there was not, because Emma's usually pretty adept at that. Riz picks off the face-off win. She's in a bit of a foot race, gets the stick lifted before the puck was there, so if they want to call the interference on that, they can. That one's sent in, and it's going to be an icing. So Landstrom and Rizzo up front kill off the first 46 seconds of it. In the picture you could see Rose Fender. She put one in the back of the net for the 16U's on Saturday against Beacon Hill in a big victory outdoors. Sent through traffic, and Emma gobbles that one up with the catch and glove. Didn't get a chance to go to the outdoor game, but a good time was had by all on the Rockets side, that's for sure. Kamerkar on the faceoff wins it over to Hansen, who stepped in. That's going to be offside if it gets in, and it does. So they'll face it off right outside here. So what I was saying before is at the tournament in north central New York there, they call it the Central New York region, the referees were often taking these face-offs and for the offsides and sending them down to the defensive zone of the offending team. That hit a stick that was hanging over the boards right there, and they'll face it off to Emma's right. And what the referees were saying up there is they expect players at the level of 16U AA to not ping pong the puck back in and try to make the play, so thus the intentional offsides, which is why you would call it down there. Back here, we have seen it in some cases, but not nearly as often. seemed like there was like 1 month of the season where they were calling those intentional offsides and sending the face-offs all the way down. 30 seconds on the power play for the Lady Patriots. They'll come right in. Rachel pushes one player away, gets it off of a second player stick. Kirsty's going to get this, sends it cross ice. Tootie's going to get it out. 17 seconds left in the kill. Schaefer's going to turn. Rizzo almost had on a similar play. She picked the puck off of somebody's stick, and Tootie was hoping to get that one. Slapper comes in, sent wide. Rachel's going to steer it into the corner, bank it off the boards and out. That is going to kill off the power play for the Lady Patriots. 0 for 1 for them. 0 for 1 for the Rockets as Hansen brings it in. Pop up, that's Riz actually, is onside. Now she has to take it back because Izzy was in front. Riz with Izzy and Barbara now, and that puck sent in. Izzy's going to be the first to get there from the Rockets side, but there's a couple of Lady Patriots there as well. Battled for in the corner and reversed. Riz hustling over. Let's see if she can get there. Steps into it, gets the body there. Can't get the puck, but gets enough of it to send it to Izzy, who ping-pongs it back to Riz. Barbara's in front if they could find her. She's alone there. She's found open space. Riz steps in, shakes off one, trying to shake off the second. Still in pursuit. Going to get a little help from Izzy as the Rockets don't have possession, but they keep the puck in the Lady Patriots zone for an extended period. Aaron steps in, sends it toward the net, but can't get it through, and the Lady Patriots are going to clear it out. They'll skate it to center. Rigo, she gets over the line and sends it. It was going wide, but Emma's going to glove that down. Take the whistle, allow for both teams to change with 3:14 left in period 1 of a 1-1 game from Rock Ice. We're so glad you're joining us, no matter where you're from. Whether you are in Montvale, Mumbai, Malmo, or driving up, wrist shot, score off the face-off, unmarked in the middle. The Lady Patriots grab a 2-1 lead off the face-off. It came right to the middle, and the Rocket player just skated straight up to take it away from whoever would have gotten it at the point, but they left the player in the slot unmarked. So that's going to be a mental mistake. Tillinghast will hustle in after this puck off the face-off. So we're glad you're watching us, even though now your team, the team you're likely rooting for is the Rockets, but that might not be the case. If you're watching from the Lady Patriots side, we're glad to have you as well. If you're driving on the road to or from Manchester, New Hampshire, Andy Menichello, stay alert, be safe, and enjoy your trip back and forth. Comes to the point, Aaron steps in. Lily gets a piece of it for a moment. Georgie's going to hustle it to the corner here. Rockets being pushed very much by their coaches on the bench. That one sent in. Oh, wow. Looked like Georgie got onside, but they call it offside. 2:23 left first period. Lady Patriots 2, Rockets 1. Lady Patriots scored early. Rockets responded, and they've scored just here with a little over 3 minutes left on a defensive breakdown off of a face-off by the Rockets. Schaefer tries the sharp angle shot. Rachel knocked it away. Centered in front. Emma got a piece of it. It goes through a lot of traffic. Redirected in front. Couldn't get all the way through. Lady Patriots really flying. Ulrich's going to hustle this one and chip it out. Lady Patriots first to get it. Grace Ulrich in pursuit with speed. She gets a piece of it. Kirsty's there with her. Tootie lurking in the shadows in case the turnover comes about. Comes now to the near side at the boards. Hansen steps in. No call. Ulrich picks it off. Was trying to send it toward the net. I think she just lost possession of it. Comes off the far boards, and the Lady Patriots will bring it out. Schaefer to Davis Lutzer. Picked off by Ulrich. Steered over for Kamerkar. Kirsty hustles over, and she'll dump it, allowing at least one to change behind the play. It goes into the corner. Hansen there first, but a Lady Patriot there second. Hansen gets the stick just ripped right out of her hands. Grace is going to try to bring this in. Doesn't realize that Francesca's way offside. Hanson looking for a call, an obvious call right there. She's got the stick ripped right out of her hands and no call. Rachel Lee with a nice defensive play. If she missed that one, it was going to be behind the D. Nieves, Camarada, they'll bring it in. Izzy, top of the slot, wrist shot deflected and goes to the netting above the glass at the end boards. And with 51 seconds left in period one, the Rockets will have an offensive zone draw. This line was responsible for goal number 1 for the home team in gray. Camarada from the right board sent it through traffic. I thought Nieves got a piece of it, but in any case, it went in. Izzy led the celebration, so maybe it was her. They battle for it behind the net. It's going to be skated out. The ref will repatriate the net, and now once Hope gets a hold of it, they blow the whistle. But that should still be an offensive zone draw. Looked like an incidental move of the net coming off of its pegs. Referee slams it in. Becky trying to knock me over the boards. That would have been something. And let's see if they have this net thing all worked out. Referee looking at it here. I don't know if they had it pegged down the right way. He slammed it down. They're going to take it all the way off for a moment. See if they could sweep off some of the snow. 31.5 seconds left. 2-1 Lady Patriots. They scored the first. The Rockets responded. They scored the second, as that net is now being pounded in. And they'll face it off with Cici Nieves on the dot. Hope Menichello in the slot. Izzy Camarada on the wing. They'll win it to Izzy. Aaron sends it through traffic. Pad save. They try to send it deep, but Aaron slams on the brakes, pounds it back forward to Hope. 20 seconds now. Hope battling for it deep. Lauren Fox is going to pinch in from the point. There's only 12 seconds left. Sent off of a strange bounce. Bounding there, 5 seconds. Couple of Rockets in front. Lauren Fox at the point there. This is going to expire the period. And it does period one by a 2-1 score in favor of the visiting Lady Patriots. No matter where you're watching from, we appreciate it. And it looks like we have a lot of you today, a little more than usual on the live stream, so we appreciate it. Some like to watch. We know some like to listen when they can't watch. And we are glad that you all do. We're happy for your participation in the lives of these wonderful young women that love to play hockey. They post 17 minutes on the board. Jen Lee and Henry Lee come out for a moment to chat. 8-6 the shots in favor of the Rockets for period one. A much more accurate shot count than we saw at Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania on Saturday, where on the board it said 71, but they were counting every time Emma not only made a save, but also whenever she covered the puck, which was quite often. We had it pegged more about in the mid to high 40s. Either way, a busy day for number 7. A number unusual for a goaltender, but she started as a skater. Will still do that on occasion, a very rare occasion, for her high school team when she's on the ice. And that one sent down for an icing. So we start both periods with icings respectively in the first few moments. The Lady Patriots iced it off of the opening face-off, and the Rockets ice it off of the opening face-off of the second. So Emma started out as a skater and was a wearer of number 7 in honor of her father, Dan. That's his number. And she switched to goalie, and she liked the equipment. She said the equipment looked cool. That's why she became a goalie. And she said, well, forget about the goalie number. I'm number 7, so I'm keeping it number 7. And we like it. And she makes a big save in front, all alone. Emma gets the blocker on it. Sent all the way to the point. Here comes the shot. It's a pop-up. They try to redirect it. Emma might have gotten a piece of that one. It goes behind the end line. Larissa is going to get it. She sends it up for Grace Ulrich. Burke is going to get there first. Ulrich picks it off. She comes in. Through the right circle, gets it knocked away. Still regaining it, though. Sends it toward Larissa. Hustling back is Kirsty, and it's chipped all the way, almost right to our eye level. If it clears the end line, it's going to be an icing, and it is. Aaron was back there just in case. Skating it hard all the way through. So 15-51, second period, 2-1 Lady Patriots over the New Jersey Rockets. It's U19 AA action. Cece in the face-off circle. She wins it over to Izzy. Aaron has to step in. It's knocked away by a shin pad, and it's going to be a 2-on-1. Aaron hustling back, seeing if she can get a piece. The Lady Patriots crisscross. Cece comes back for a wonderful back check. Got the bump in, got the stick on the puck before the contact. That is the key. That is the key. If you could do that, you're going to get the benefit of the call or non-call from the refs pretty much every time. Great back check by Nieves. It comes toward the point, and Lauren Fox steps in to keep it in. Sent through between the points. Aaron keeps it in masterfully, and let's see if they can hold possession. Davis Lutzer comes back and gets it. She's going to ice it now, and it looks like the teams are going to change as they were ready for a change anyway. So both will do that with 15:06 now left in the second period. A competitive one, as it always is. They always seem to go down to the last moment when the Rockets play the Lady Patriots. Landstrom in the dot, Tillinghast in the slot, Rizzo on the half boards. Lee and Radishevsky, the defense pair. A loose puck, it goes over. Georgie tried to tap it for Riz. Rachel gets it, tries to send it toward the net, but only finds a blue stick. They'll bring it in. Rogers up the left wing, tries to leave it for somebody, fires a shot off a loose puck, and it goes wide. It comes to the front of the Lady Patriots bench. They fire it out, and Emma sticks it aside. That net looks crooked, and the referee does fix it. Rizzo in pursuit. Can she pick it off a stick? She picked it off one and had a great scoring chance, but there was a save on that earlier. That was in the first period. Wraparound attempt is thwarted, and they force it all the way around. Wrist shot from the slot through traffic. It deflects off of Emma's glove and finds its way to the back of the net, and the Lady Patriots push the edge to 3-1. Too much traffic in front. Seven really couldn't see it until it was maybe a moment too late. She did get a piece of it, but it finds its way into the back of the net. Rockets are not being outplayed here. They're getting enough chances here. The shot's now 8-8. Wrist shot. Emma knocks that one down and leaves it for Larissa, who fires it out. No icing as somebody got a piece. Looked like Burke, 52, got a piece of that. It was coming out. Grace in pursuit. She picks that off for a moment. Hansen over there sends it low. Kirsty hustling over to try to get it. It's at the boards, at the half boards to the point. Rachel tries to get it through traffic. Whistle. And what are they going to call? They're going to take, looks like they're going to take two players off here. Not sure what the call is there. There's a slash on Hansen. And the coach on the Lady Patriots is saying 4-on-4. Why the face-off would be all the way down at the other end, I don't know. The face-off should just be where the play was blown dead when it's coincidental minors. And I don't know if it's a 4-on-4 situation here. Unless there was one, if there was one penalty delayed and then another that happened, it's 4-on-4. They'll play it 5-on-5. So 13:51 the time of the coincidental minors. They'll play it 5-on-5. So the two players that are in the box. Here comes Hope, tries to center it, shoveling it forward, still loose, still in a bunch of skates. In there, Izzy fires it at the net, and there's a save, and it just was steered wide right at the last moment. That one had a chance to find its way in. The Rockets with their best chance. Comes to Aaron at the point. She's had a strong game, but can't get that one through traffic. Sent out, it's going to be a 2-on-1. They send it across ice, but at too sharp of an angle. Shafter couldn't get a hold of it, and there's going to be a whistle here. They're going to call a trip and interference. So is this a double, or he said trip and then interference, so I'm not sure what they're calling. Looks like Menichello is going to be called for a trip there. She tripped Shafter. She got the stick down in the skates. So now it'll be a power play for the Lady Patriots, and they will have a face-off in the Rocket zone with 13:11 left in the period. The other two players in the box will be eligible to come out at the first whistle after the 11:51 mark by my count. Sent toward the net, and they'll cycle it behind. Ulrich and Kamerkar, the forwards. Fox and Bruno, the defense pair, to kill it off. Icing in effect at all times. They send it down, and this will be just that. Rockets bench full today, including PJ Jacobus, nursing an upper body injury, missing another game. Jeremy Jacobus next to her, Paul Landstrom, Walt Radoszewski, and Henry Lee, the staff. That one sent through traffic, goes on the offside, and sent off the back of the net, all alone in front and with plenty of time trying the sharp angle shot. Emma snuffs it out, sent through for Grace. Can she outrace the Patriots player? She can't. Kirsty grabs it in front, fires it at the net. Didn't get a lot on it, but she did get it. Aaron is not going to be able to keep that one in. Has to wait now as the Rockets kill it off down to a minute. Kirsty's going to get it at center ice, and she's just going to fire it right back in. Aaron is going to jump off. Grace down there pursuing. Kirsty up front. Rachel and Lauren Fox on D, covered up. And right here you could see there's a Lady Patriots player waiting all the way up the other side in case they get the home run pass. And Lauren Fox saw that, and she didn't try to pursue any more forward. So she had position and time where she could have reacted to whatever play was going to happen if they were going to try to hit the home run pass. Rockets will face it off, Rizzo and Landstrom. Landstrom wins it toward Rizzo. They send it out now to the Lady Patriots to neutral ice. Chipped forward by Larissa, still battling to move it forward, and she sends it into the defensive zone. Riz in pursuit, tries to pick one off, can't do it. Now she has to hustle back. They try to send it through the neutral zone with speed, and now they do that, bringing it in. On the dot, wrist shot, save Emma with the crest of her jersey. Riz is going to pick this one off. She's going to skate it through the neutral zone. Takes a couple of hacks right there. No call. Riz trying to get behind the D, can't do it. She loves these shorthanded situations, and she put one in the net shorthanded a couple of weeks ago, did 13 in gray. Comes up the near side, Landstrom gets it, tries to send it through the point, can't get it through, 1-on-2, they send it at the net. Emma will have it, still no whistle, they're playing it passive, this is a live puck! The Rockets had a chance to catch them on the change, they weren't paying attention, they were caught napping, both teams caught napping, could have been a golden opportunity. It's sent all the way up now, try to center it, can't get it there, penalty is over. The next whistle, both players in the penalty box will be able to come back on the ice. A blown opportunity for the Rockets as they send it in offside. The Lady Patriots just skated away from the puck that Emma was covering. The referees are only going to blow the whistle when the referee's only going to blow the whistle on the cover when there's somebody in pursuit on the other team of the puck. The Rockets could have just fired that puck up the ice. Somebody could have just broken out and just ran away on a breakaway. It doesn't happen. Play to the whistle. That's what they say. And neither team played to the whistle on that one. Could have been a very costly mistake for the Lady Patriots, but nonetheless, they hold their 3-1 lead. Nieves will keep it in. One-woman show. Still keeping it in. Still keeping it in. Tries to get it to Camarada. Can't do it. That one comes out. Lauren Fox will get it. Spun down, but not really a hook or a trip. Cece will bring it in. Sends it over to Hope. She fires it toward the net, but wide. Izzy on the offside trying to get it. Can't do it. Hope over to Izzy. Wrist shot way wide. Camarada had a chance. Could have maybe even walked it in a little more. Sent out of the zone, and Bruno's going to get it. Sends it forward and battled for there. Izzy tried to send it in, and it comes in just a tick offside. 3-1 Lady Patriots, 9:37, second period. They started out with a 1-0 lead, 1:58 into the game, did the visitors. Then the Rockets tied it. And the next two have gone to the Lady Patriots for the 3-1 lead. 12-10 the shot total in favor of the Lady Patriots. Rachel Lee jumps in, waits for her team to go onside and dumps it, pursues it herself. There's not extra coverage, oh no, there is extra coverage as Hansen covers the point. Cross ice feed. This is something that the Rockets have had a lot of trouble with defending. When these teams, the better teams here, are sending pucks way across the ice, the Rockets pursue the puck a little too much sometimes. They over pursue. Bounced out in front. Grace chips it at the net. Left pad save. Kirsty bumped off there. She was trying to get it. Larissa's going to get it. Top of the circle. Wrist shot through traffic. Oh, it wouldn't sit down for Hansen just enough. They try to send it out of the zone to the Lady Patriots, but Rachel Lee ping-pongs it right back in. Can't get it deep enough. Now they send it through neutral ice. In come the Lady Patriots. Wrist shot from a far angle, and Emma gloves that easily for the whistle. 8:38, second period, 3-1 Lady Patriots. Rockets will change it up. Riz with Landstrom and Rowe Smith, Bruno and Fox, the defense pair. Landstrom, as she so often does, wins the faceoff. Aaron sent it forward, but a little too strong for Lily. Now she'll battle for it in the corner. Take a little space, send it between the points where it's picked off, kept in just barely, but legally. Now sent back up to the point. Riz trying to pursue it. Can she get it? Knocked off a stick. She's been so close in these last few games to picking it off a stick and getting a breakaway. Rose Smith comes in, tries to forward it, and does. Landstrom, the first in pursuit over there, lifts a stick. Can she get the puck? They send across crease this time through the points, and it's Shafter that gets it. Is it Schaefer or Shafter? Lady Patriots offside. Flat tire. 7:52. Second period. Rockets need to cut into this deficit. They don't want to wait too long. 13-12 the shots in favor of the Patriots. Nieves wins it back into her own zone to Bruno, and Bruno sends it forward for Nieves. Camarada waits for Nieves to get onside. All three forwards bunched up in the same spot there. Let's see if they could keep it in. Aaron keeps it in deftly. Oh, that was a very strange late offside call. They should have called it right immediately. The ref behind the play, maybe with the better look, thought it was onside. It's not the NHL, it's 19U, U19, whatever you call it, AA girls hockey. And the refs, like the announcers, they're just human. But so far it's been a pretty even game. No issue with the refereeing to this point. Rockets come in. Nieves chips it along for herself. She's got Camarada right down Broadway, and Menichello there as well. Cece gets it. Sharp angle, sends it at the net. Pop up, loose in front. Hope got the stick tied up and couldn't fire it in. Rachel spins between the points, sends it low for Cece. Real nice work there by the Rockets. CC can't keep it for a moment. Rachel pinches in at the point. They'll battle for it along the half-board. Sent towards Hope. Izzy picks it up, tries to send it forward, finds a Lady Patriots stick and can't fire it off. Near side boards, Larissa keeps it in for a moment, but not the whole time, and it's sent in offside. Whistle and a stoppage of play. They'll face it off right in front of us with 6:33 left in period 2, and the Rockets trailing 3-1. 13-13 the shots. Neutral face-off won by the Lady Patriots. Way offside by 2 feet. They don't call it. Rogers skated it along the line. There was the Lady Patriots player was 2 feet offside on the left wing, expecting that Rogers was going to go straight in, and ref just missed it. Just missed it. Comes behind the net. They can't wrap it around. It's going to go to Ulrich. She's going to skate it forward, look for somebody up the middle, but just sends it to someone from the other team. And it's ping-ponged by the teams until it gets into the Rocket zone, and Rachel just ping-pongs it out. Hansen looking for some troops. She sends it down low and says, Ulrich and camera car, you go get it. Ulrich does that. Ulrich coming out of the corner, looking to go to the point, falls down, was trying to get Hansen between the points there as the regular pass that you try to go to the point along the boards was taken away. So she's thinking it through, and still with it is Ulrich. Still there. Goes behind the end line now, steered around all the way out. Let's see, it's not going to have enough for an icing as Rachel retreats to get it. She's going to take it behind the end line, curl, and send it up for Hansen, who can chip it out. Needed the body to do it. Lady Patriots regroup, get a little help. Sent through for Ulrich. She's with Kamerkar. She was trying to handle it and just lost the handle. She wasn't trying to chip it forward. She just lost the handle. That one brought in onside. And eventually Hansen gets it. Tillinghast comes in on the change. She's with Hansen. Hansen sends it deep and jumps off for a change. Georgie first in pursuit. Larissa at the point. Let's see where it goes. Georgie gets it, tries to center it, but couldn't get it right exactly toward the front. Barbara sends it toward the point. Aaron's got to jump in to get it. Can't keep it in all the way. Riz was helping out over there and couldn't get it as well. Larissa sends it in onside. It hit a Lady Patriot stick, else it might have been an icing. Riz first in pursuit, tries to pick it off, maybe forces a turnover, gets it back on her stick, needs a little help from Aaron, who gets cross-checked from behind. No call right in front of the ref, so maybe it was just a push. Riz from behind, looking, curling. Georgie was getting hooked. Now we're seeing a few things out there that are not getting maybe called where they could be. And I think you can hear the Rockets bench whistling Dixie about it. 3:52, second period, 3-1 Lady Patriots. They've scored the last two after the Rockets brought it to 1-1. That one sent in onside. Riz trying to get behind that D. She's been close to it. She's been in her games since the start of the new year after about a month break due to illness and circumstance. And here she goes, up the left wing. Has Georgie with her. Tries to center it for Georgie. Still trying to center it. Georgie gets there a little late, but through a couple of defenders. 3 Rockets in, bunched up. Riz going behind the net, trying to center it. Couldn't get it quite all the way through. Georgie in pursuit behind the net. Cece over there. Cece sends it to Lauren. Fox with the shot. Through traffic, it goes just wide. Near side boards. Looking for the home run if they have it, but they don't. They'll wait and bring it in onside. 1-on-4, 2-on-4. Sharp angle centering pass picked off by Riz. She lost the puck, and it's shot, and what a save by Emma to recover that one. Wow. Riz was trying to break out and just couldn't get the puck on her stick. She's way at the end of her shift here. Still in pursuit, and she's going to just jump right off onto the bench. There's a tie-up over there. Lauren Fox lost the stick, but didn't lose possession for her team. Aaron over to Izzy. Fresh set of legs out there, although Cece's been out for a little while. She was the first one to jump out for the shift. 2:20 now, second period. Rockets want to start cutting into this deficit if they can. Far side boards for Hope. She sends it toward the middle for Cece. Cece was looking to break Izzy out, but couldn't get it through traffic. At some point, the Rockets are going to get one or two of those passes through that traffic, and somebody's going to get in on the break. Hustled for behind the end line by Camarada. Sends it hard along the boards, but Gert keeps it in at the point. It goes behind the end line, and Bruno over there sends it up the boards, and they just keep ping-ponging it back and forth as Gert steps in. Bruno pursuing behind the net, still pursuing. It comes up to Hope. She's got Izzy with her, and they will steer it out with possession. Izzy got her legs crossed up, but does gain possession, sends it toward the net, but not on net. Hope gets it one-timer, and it's a pad save. At the doorstep, Hope sends it in front into dangerous territory. There's a shot by Kirsty, can't get it through traffic. Comes to the corner. Now back around, reverse to the other side. Rachel Lee keeps it in at the point. Menachello behind the net, looking for somebody in front, looking still, goes between the points. Larissa through traffic, can't get it through. Too many red pants in the way. Lady Patriots bring it into the offensive zone. Larissa gets it, fires it hard for Izzy, but she can't get it cleanly and has to retreat. Izzy was sending it for Kirsty, but she stepped one step the wrong way from where Izzy thought she was going. 39 seconds left in the period. Rockets give it away right there at the blue line, and they're standing and watching. Wrist shot whistled wide. Rockets are caught on their heels here. They have to fix a little bit of what's broken. Ulrich leaves it for Kamerkar, but a little too early, and they pound it back in. 18 seconds in the period. Rockets can, if they give one up here, they might as well just give up the W. 10 seconds left. Larissa's going to skate it up and out toward Grace. Gert gets it, tries to turn. 3 seconds now. They're way offside, and with a half second left, they're just going to run the rest of the time off because nothing can happen in a half second. After 2, 3-1 Lady Patriots, they get the only goal of period number 2, and they walk into period 3 with a 14-13 lead on the shot clock, as we'll give you a little look at the scoreboard at the Rock. If you just happen to stumble upon this, we're glad that you have done so. And if you haven't subscribed, even if you check these out, it really helps if you hit that subscribe button at any point. And then if you've done that and you hit the alerts button, you'll get a little alert every time that we are going live or we upload content for our beloved Rockets girls. And if you're watching from the non-Rocket side, we appreciate you checking it out as well. And if you want to leaf through the archives, there's a good chance, especially if you're from the Lady Patriots side, that the previous games are here. You might have to deal with a little bit of homerism, but, well, I suppose you could always turn down the volume at that point when you're rewatching. In any case, it's much appreciated. Emma Lacey populates the net to our right, and the other goaltender is on the left, as we did in period 1 and as we did when we started the game. Nieves in the center circle with Menachello on the near side, Camarada on the far side, Bruno and Fox the defense pair now. That does not count as a puck drop. Good job by George Tillinghast, our clock operator, not starting the clock for that one. Liftoff! Period 3, Rockets looking to close this 3-1 gap. And they started out with Menachello gaining the zone, looking for somebody in front, tried to get it all the way through to Nieves. Again, Cece's there trying to get the one-timer, but the Lady Patriots player steps in and picks it off. So they got the right idea, and at one point, if those connect, they're going to be high-quality scoring chances for New Jersey. Izzy's going to bring it up. She'll skate through one, and she'll gain the zone on the right side. She's got Hope and Cece with her. Tries to shoot it and knocks away the stick of the Lady Patriots player. Hope in front, loose puck. There's 3 Lady Patriots there. Can't get it through. Shafter, 76. Skates it in. It comes out of the zone now, and the Lady Patriots have to regroup. They have 2 players in the zone, and Izzy Camarada on the change is the first forward with the puck, sends it deep over the end line. Hansen over there in pursuit, see if she could pick one off. She can. It comes all the way out. No icing because it looked like Rachel Lee got a piece. And it comes all the way back out. Kirsty, she'll bring it over the line. She's got Grace streaking toward the net, and it looked like she was trying to center it, but couldn't get it through. Grace looking to center it, was looking late right there, and her passing lane just got dried up before it even happened. Wrist shot whistled wide. It's going to go all the way around. Ulrich's going to be the first one there. Chipped it off the boards. Now sent down low. Rachel is there, and she knocks away a scoring chance. Hansen looking for Ulrich. Gets a couple of hooks, but gets the puck out of the zone. Rockets need to convert some of these breaks here. And this action happening just below us. Ulrich hustling to get there. Kamarkar will be the first to get there in front of the penalty box area. Sends it forward, but there's 3 Patriots there and 1 Rocket. Davis Lutzer, she's been all over the place for the Lady Patriots. She continues to skate it, but loses it to Larissa. It comes toward the point. Grace trying to disrupt it. They sent it in the slot. There were 2 Lady Patriots there and 1 Rachel Lee, but a little puck luck for the Rockets keeps it out of the way. There's going to be a penalty over here, and it's going to be on the Rockets. It was out of my view, whistled wide. Grace is going to touch this up, and that's going to force the whistle. Going to be an interference, or no, it looks like a checking. So Hansen will go in the box for 2 for checking, and the Lady Patriots will have another power play with 14:19 left in the 3rd period, and holding a 3-1 lead. The dynamic duo out to kill this one up front. Tillinghast and Rose Smith. This pair got put together to kill a penalty in one of these December games and had one of the best shifts that we've seen the Rockets have all season. They are up front killing it off. Let's see if they could work a little magic. Aaron and Lauren are back. Here comes Bruno. Chipped over for Lily. Lily gets it into the offensive zone. The coaches are screaming because the Lady Patriots have sent 1 player. They keep her all the way at the opposite blue line, looking for the home run pass. They skated in front, knocked away by Aaron. What a play. Bruno didn't even know she had the puck knocked away. She picked it with her skate off of the stick of one of the Lady Patriots players, and then Emma dove on it and covered it up. 1:21 left in the power play for the Lady Patriots. Landstrom and Rizzo now up front. Lee and Radishevsky on the back line. Lady Patriots win the faceoff. Shafter fires it at the net. Emma knocked it down with the glove. Being pushed in front and takes a stick toward the mask. Let's see if they're going to call that one. A lot of scrambling in front. Maybe it could have been a whistle a little bit earlier. None the worse for wear. They'll face it off again. That took 10 seconds. Rizzo and Landstrom, the shorthanded forward duo here. They'll be looking for offense for sure if it's there. Shafter, wrist shot! That one dies in Lacey's glove. They'll change the forwards. Keep them fresh. Kamarkar and Ulrich now. They will be looking to score if they can get sprung. 2 of the speediest Rockets. Shafter to Gert to Shafter. She'll bring it in. A lost stick out there, and they score. Larissa lost her stick as she was coming through. Not sure if it was pulled out, a hook or whatever, and that one redirects in front. Emma had no chance at that one. Redirects, and it's 4-1 on the power play goal by the Lady Patriots. With 13:02 remaining in the game, they don't quite have a stranglehold on it, but they're getting close. Rockets win the face-off, CC to Aaron. You know the Rockets don't need a lot of shots or a lot of time. Here comes Hope down the slot. Wrist shot, sharp angle. The goalie kicked the net off herself. So this is a live play. And it should not be blown dead. She's going to try to put the net back on herself behind the play. The far ref pointing to this ref, hey, go put the net back on. That puck is allowed to cross the line. It's loose in front and covered up. Looks like Rockets got about 2 shots there, and this ref saying, hey, go put the net back on. It's off. Maybe it's back on now. Been a problem for the whole game over there. Rockets will change 1. Kirsty jumps out for Izzy. 12:29, full and even strength. Lady Patriots win the face-off, or rather maybe they steal it. Comes into the offensive zone, but offsides as the Rockets held them up. 12:21, third period. 4-1 now, Lady Patriots. The Rockets, if they want to do anything in this game, are going to have to strike quickly. And then they're going to have to strike often. That one sent in offside. Yeah, now this face-off should really be right down in the defensive end, because very clearly the player could see that 2 of her players were in the zone. So that's the way they were calling it up in central New York, where a lot of hockey is played. This one's sent in onside and no icing. Rockets will change 3 behind the play. Hope up front. Riz has now jumped on. Kirsty knocks it down with a shoulder. Riz hustling over. Let's see if she can pick it off. Gets a piece of the pass, and it goes errantly, and now Larissa picks it up. Larissa moving it forward. Riz waiting on the line on the opposite side. Let's see if she could snuff it out. Riz gets there first, curls, centers it. Kirsty, can she get there first? Gets a stick lifted from behind. This one's sent in on way offside as Larissa couldn't hold up. And Barbara's now going to jump on for Kirsty. So Barbara with Lily and Riz up front, Larissa and Rachel on the back line. 11:37 remaining. Rockets need to cut this deficit. Sent in off the face-off win. And they move it up the near side boards. Rachel tries to step in at the point, can't keep it in. Barbara disrupts it. Gets decked over there, does Lily. And here come the Lady Patriots in their own end. Riz pursuing. She's got to try to snipe right there. That's the Rockets are going to have to start taking some chances here if they want to get back in. Wrist shot whistled wide by Shafter. Goes all the way around the other end to Davis Lutzer. Larissa gets a piece of it, tries to move it forward, can't. It's loose in the slot. Coming around and putting it in is Shafter to make it 5-1. Rockets now just breaking down in front of their goaltender, giving her no chance. And with 10:57 left in the third period, it's now a 4-goal deficit. That's either shot number 17 or 18. A lot of them of the highest quality. CC wins the faceoff. Rockets need to just put one in the net to change the momentum. There is really no talent gap between the teams here that we should see a score of this proportion at this time. That's just hockey. Comes to neutral ice, kicked forward by Aaron. She'll try to keep pursuing it, and it pops into the Lady Patriots bench. They'll face it off on the dot just outside. 10:25, Rockets need to fire up those engines if they want to get back in this. They were trailing only 3-1 heading into the period, but they've given up 2. One on a bad break where Larissa lost a stick, and the player she would have been defending was able to redirect the puck, and the other on just a bad defensive breakdown. Here's Cece at the dot, wrist shot, one save. Hope just can't get it to sit on her stick. She was there for the rebound. Lady Patriots will bring it through the neutral zone and into offensive ice. Here comes Cece and Hope together, 2-on-2. Pass goes to Hope. She'll power it forward, send it at the net. Stopped with the stick and covered, and the Rockets will take the change and the offensive zone draw. And they will take a timeout. Well, the Rockets with 9:53 left in period 3. A 4-goal deficit to overcome. Here's how you do that. First, score once. Then continue to take the play toward the other team and take some chances. Then if you can get it to 5-3 and you still have a few minutes left, you might get to a situation where you can pull the goalie for an extra attacker. And the Rockets have scored in that situation this season. So there is a path here, but it requires a brisk pace, and there's less than 10 minutes to accomplish it. But greater peaks have been scaled. And let's see if they can take big step number 1 en route. Kamerkar, Ulrich, and Hansen, the group up front. Larissa tries to fire it through traffic. Grace is there. Hansen's in front if they could get it to her. She'll have to retreat behind the net. Tries to bank it off the side of the cage. Does, but can't find a Rocket. Rocket's still in pursuit. Rachel at the point. She'll send it toward the net. It's kicked away and skated forward. 2-on-2. The Lady Patriots. Larissa and Rachel are back. Lady Patriots bring it through. Emma gloves that one down. She'll take the face-off. 9:24. 18-17 the shots in favor of the Lady Patriots after that last one. Same crew out there. Kamerkar, Ulrich, and Hansen up front. Lee and Rads on D. Patriots win the face-off to the point. They send it at traffic but not through. Larissa's going to skate this one out. Pushed up along the boards, and that is going to be either an icing or a penalty. They're going to call the penalty. They're going to call the check there. Larissa was trying to get through, and she was checked into the boards, really like the stanchion of the glass, and that's one that they're more apt to call. Sometimes the hitting they'll let go here and there, but if there's a push or contact that pushes a player into the boards like that, they're more apt to call it. A little bit of a break maybe for the Rockets. Tell Larissa that. She's the one who took the hit. But with the way they've let some other stuff go in this game, I'm a little surprised that the Rockets have the power play, but nonetheless they do. Fox tries to get it through traffic, glove down by Steck in front. Hope looking for somebody, and she gets it to Aaron at the point. Aaron has a lot of room, and she's going to use it. Flicks a flutterer through. Hope got a piece of it, but slowed it down just a little bit. She changed the direction of the puck at the net, but it's covered up. 18-18 the shots. 96 seconds left in the power play for the Rockets. I believe it's their first of the last 2 games. Wrist shot. Izzy loose in front after the save. Cece in pursuit. Forces Rogers to take it behind the end line. Hope's going to join in. 2-on-2. One of the Lady Patriots retreats because they're shorthanded. 2, now 3-on-1. Here's Lauren Fox. Wrist shot. Can't get it through traffic. Just didn't quite get enough on it. Lady Patriots will get it. Curling is Steck. She's playing with a little too much. Gives it away to Hope. Hope goes in front. Trying to get a handle on it. Backhander was just couldn't get enough juice on it. She was trying to lift it over the pad. Just couldn't quite get the handle on it. Saved and covered. 5-1 Lady Patriots. Rockets have 64 seconds left on a power play. Nieves up front with Menachillo on the left. Camarada in the slot. Comes to the face-off. Larissa has to jump between the points and down low. Waiting and looking. There's a very passive attack by the Lady Patriots. Very passive. They will give you some of the time. They don't want to give you the space. So the Rockets have to make sure that they don't rush things. They could force mistakes that way and make openings. Even though they definitely need to start getting pucks in the back of the net if they want to erase a 4-goal deficit. Pushing and shoving back there. Comes out in front. Cece gets a stick on it. Here's Izzy looking to get it to the forehand. Gets tied up by Rogers, who sticks the puck away. They'll play it behind their own end line. Rachel's pinching up to the point, trying to keep it in. They send it through. It's going to be 1-on-1. Larissa is back. Can't get through Larissa. Emma's going to jump out, cover it, and they're going to blow the whistle as somebody was in pursuit. So 12 seconds left in the Rocket power play. They'll have a face-off in their own zone, and they're going to change personnel. Barbara with Georgie and Lily up front. Rachel and Larissa are going to stay on the back line. Plenty of time to win a face-off and have a rush on the power play. That one comes right at the net, and Emma's got to corral it with the stick and then cover it up. Lady Patriots will take that. That ticked 3 seconds off of their shorthanded situation. Davis Lutzer wins the face-off, pursues it herself, and sends it deep. Now the Lady Patriots will be back to full strength. Rockets will skate it out. All of their players are in the zone, none of them breaking out, so that's making it very easy for the Lady Patriots to just stand where they are. Rockets putting just no pressure on them and not stretching them out at all with the wings staying so low. You have to stretch it out. At some point, you're not gonna win the game with 1 goal. Gert now will bring it in. Finds 3 defenders over there. Rockets take it away. Go far side. Lily's trying to get there. Couldn't get it. Kept in at the point. Sent toward the net. Redirected. And Larissa's going to pick this one up. Sends it up for Lily. It hits her skate. Let's see if she could force it up. Can, but not out. Larissa looking for somebody. Nobody blowing out of the zone. And the Lady Patriots will just take this all day. The Rockets are just not moving now at this point. That line will change. Sent up the near side. Lauren Fox is going to gather this in. She's 1-on-4 right now. Wrist a shot from a sharp angle. Goes outside the net. Centers it in front. Nobody there. Kirsty hustling back. Gets a piece. Forces the turnover. Takes the puck herself. Sends it back for Hansen. Chips it up for Ulrich. Hansen's going to get this one. Moves it forward. Can't keep possession. Bruno back to get it. Chips it off the boards for Ulrich, but they're just giving it away on every possession, the Rockets. Just can't find their mojo here. Pass is missing by a step. Players in each other's way. That's just the way it's gone for this weekend. Saturday and Sunday. Not the way this game started. Sent just wide and off the side of the net. 5:10 left now. Fox is going to have to hustle back. 3-on-2, Lady Patriots. Hansen with her. Ties up one player in the slot. Shafter tries to get a shot off, but Lauren picked that one off. Rigo sends it wide of the net. It bounces off the end boards for Aaron. She's going to skate it up, and she will chip it forward for Grace. Can't quite get her in stride. The speedy Ulrich, you want to get her in stride. Rockets in pursuit here, but just allowing the play to come in, and it's offside. The Lady Patriots do them a favor. 4:38 now. It's a 4-goal deficit, so the win-loss part of this game is becoming a fait accompli. Now we're starting to get to the point where we're looking at it. If that puck goes in, that puck should be outside of the zone because it was sent in by a hand pass, and if the puck went into the net, it would not have counted. So Grace Ulrich is now going to skate off. I think she's got a game to play in nets for the next game for the 16Us, so she's going to hustle off and do her Wonder Woman changing, put on the pads, and join the 16s to play net in that game. Rockets win the face-off, and Larissa chips it forward for herself. She gets hooked, no call. not quite slowed down enough. Sends it off the side of the cage, and Hope was in front. It just didn't find her stick. Pursued on the far boards. Izzy tries to keep it in. Cece's going to get that. Cece sends it toward the front. Loose in front. It just popped over Hope's stick. She was there. She's always there. 48. Lady Patriots bring it in, and they'll take it all the way down as we're under 4 minutes left. Rockets are going to have to score a goal a minute if they want to tie this game. Let's just start with 1. This is a good way to start, is to get it to 48. But another turnover as Rogers gets it, and she'll be content to send it in over the end line. As well they should. That one is going to skip out. Izzy trying to pick this one off. Tries to lift the stick. Does lift the stick, but can't get the puck. Lauren Fox sends it out and into the Rockets bench as Coach Henry, with the dexterity of a lizard, manages to avoid that puck at his head. Barbara with Lily and Riz up front. Aaron with Lauren on the back line. Riz is going to get this one. Chip it to Lily, who's going to move it forward, but Lily is going to get it picked off. 34 there. Riz still in pursuit, makes a slam on the brakes. Lily blocks the pass out. Aaron steps in at the point, sends it low for Lily. Lily will try to center it if she can. Can't do it. Comes between the points. Lauren Fox steps in and sends it over the end line. In the corner, Lily tries to get a piece, can't do it. And the Rockets will have to retreat here. Aaron's going to grab this one as we tick under 250 now. Comes to neutral ice. Lily picks that one off. Where's she going with it? She sends it toward the Patriots bench. And the Lady Patriots pick it off and send it back in. Emma stops that one for Lauren. Lauren will bring it around her net, send it up the near side boards, whistle, and a stoppage of play. They're going to call, looks like a check. Who is it on? It is a body check on Burke. So the Rockets, another power play. And this has sort of been the theme in some of these games where they've gotten down by a few goals and they haven't had the benefit of power plays during the regular course of the game. It's like too little too late when they're on power plays trying to knock down a deficit late in the game. Kalmerkar up front with Hansen and Tillinghast. They'll send it behind the end line. Georgie there, pushing, shoving. Hansen jumps in, sends it forward, but nobody there. Comes to the point. Larissa, she'll walk it in, come to the top of the circle, through traffic, wrist shot, blocker, save. 2:08 now in the game, 1:38 in the power play for the Rockets. They haven't had many of these. They had none in their game on Saturday, a 5-1 loss to the Little Flyers. Comes toward the point, Larissa steps in, sends it down low, can't get it all the way through traffic. Francesca was there if it did get through. Comes to neutral ice now, and they bring it in on the right circle, wrist shot. Emma gloves it down, no whistle, now the whistle. 70 seconds in the power play, and then 30 more for the game for the Rockets. 100 seconds to go. Can they score 4 in that time? If they do, I'll see you on SportsCenter. Here comes Camerata. She'll gain the line on the right side and fire it. Blocker save, loose in front, but knocked away. 3 Lady Patriots there before 1 Rocket gets there. Centering in front, doesn't get through. Cece on the back end with Hope. It comes toward Rachel at the point. Rachel waiting, goes low for Cece. Izzy got decked in the slot. Cece pursuing from behind. Now it goes behind the end line. Oh, there's a big check by Izzy. And she just lost her patience there a little bit. She took a hit in the slot before that wasn't called, and she delivers back a hit, perhaps a little bit out of frustration for 93. With exactly a minute left, they're going to take that face-off and send it all the way down to the other end. We'll play the rest of it 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and then 30 more seconds of power play to end it for the Lady Patriots, unless they put one in the net in that span. Cece and Hope up front, Lauren Fox and Aaron Bruno on the back line, 4-on-4. They try the wraparound. Emma says you could eat my right pad for that one. Hope trying to chip it along the board, just couldn't get enough on it. Erin has it, she's got a lot of room. She'll chip it up for Hope. Hope leaves it for Cece, and it's gonna be 1-on-1 if she can hustle through, 30 seconds, and now she's shorthanded. Centering pass, loose in front, Hope there, looking to put it in. Erin picks it off between the points. Lauren keeps it from going all the way down, but couldn't knock it away. 17 seconds left, it's on the power play for the Lady Patriots, so the Rockets just want to keep it out of the net at this point. Forget about putting one in. Emma's going to gobble this one up. 6.7 left. Rockets will change it up maybe, I don't know. Riz will jump out there for the final face-off, or she'll let Hope do it. Riz trying to get on the run to see if she could break away. Playing it all the way through to the final whistle. That's going to do it for the game. Another 5-1 defeat, their second of the weekend for the Rockets. This weekend did not work out the way they wanted to. 22-22 the shots for each team. And the Lady Patriots walk away with the victory here. If you like what you've seen, in terms of it being girls hockey and you're the Rockets or the Lady Patriots or somebody else, hit that subscribe button because we appreciate it, and the alerts button, and each time that we post some content or that we go live, you'll get an alert. Final score from Rock Ice, U19 AA girls hockey, Lady Patriots 5, Rockets 1. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. New Jersey Rockets, girls hockey.